Good afternoon, Committee Chairman Graham and members of the Committee on Human Services. Thank you for the opportunity to share my testimony today. My name is Grant Elliott. I'm the Program Director of Kid Power Incorporated. Kid Power inspires youth leadership by promoting academic advancement, physical and emotional wellness, and positive civic engagement in underserved communities throughout the District of Columbia. Currently, we serve approximately 450 youth at 10 sites in wards 1, 4, 6, 7, and 8. Kid Power has received funds from DC Trust since 2005. These funds, along with oversight, capacity building, youth programming standards, and resource sharing, have enabled Kid Power to increase capacity and increase the quality of our programs. During this time, Kid Power expanded from one program site serving 25 youth in 2007 to 10 sites serving 300 youth by 2013. During this time, the Trust helped Kid Power and many other nonprofit organizations improve their programs by providing us with youth standards and training. I've had the pleasure of working with Kid Power and the DC Trust for almost 5 years. As a former classroom teacher who saw the need to provide something to DC youth that my social studies curriculum did not provide, I found the partnership between Kid Power and the Trust to represent an amazing opportunity. I've seen these organizations such as Kid Power, Higher Achievement, the Fishing School, DC Scores, and many others that are here in attendance today, Sasha, Bruce, keep youth from falling through the cracks. The activities that programs such as these organizations offer give youth a reason to want to come to school. During that time I've been with Kid Power, I've seen after-school programming make monumental positive changes. The Trust has served as a unifying entity to allow community-based organizations to use best practices, becoming more outcome-based and data-driven, and to begin to emerge as a model for other cities around the nation. I've seen CBOs not only provide hands-on, engaging, and creative academic activities, but also to start to speak the same language in terms of overarching message and goals. Despite variations in each organization's mission, we are all working to help youth reach the same developmental outcomes. The Trust helps this process in many ways. First, the Trust offers numerous professional development opportunities for youth workers, equipping them with the necessary tools to promote positive youth development. Among these trainings is the Advancing Youth Development course, which is targeted for DC youth. In my years working with this population, I have not seen a better training. Thandor Miller and Sarita Evans have done an outstanding job preparing youth workers throughout the district with the tools necessary to be successful. Courses like this provide youth workers with the latest research on successful programs, offer networking and resource sharing among organizations, and in essence elevate the quality of youth programming in a cost-effective manner. Secondly, the Trust has made significant progress towards some of their long-term goals under the leadership of Mr. Ed Davies. Organizations such as Kid Power rely heavily on data, both to provide targeted instruction to the population that we serve, but also to output results and benchmarks, not only to procure funding, but also to direct our decisions organizationally. Mr. Davies has made significant strides towards connecting with citywide agencies to create data sharing metrics to the point where organizations can address the numerous issues facing DC youth. All of these benefits that the Trust provides could be leveraged far more effectively with more consistent, predictable, and increased funding. Although funding has increased over the last few years, an increased level of funding would allow for more data sharing and trainings. While greater funding for the Trust would certainly be appreciated, the consistently and the distribution of funding could certainly be improved upon. While the Trust was appropriated $3 million, there was an additional $3 million later allocated. While Kid Power benefited by the additional funding, we were given just a few days to plan, hire, and recruit for and implement a camp for 75 youth at Minor Elementary School. While the camp was a success in many aspects, the youth could have been served in a much more meaningful way with additional planning time that would have been provided by more predictable funding for the Trust. In summary, from providing professional development and quality standards, the Trust helps organizations provide high quality and engaging programs. Furthermore, the Trust helps ensure that youth and after-school programs are receiving high-quality, safe programs by holding organizations accountable to these standards and equipping the city's youth workers. As engaging and amazing as my speech probably was, I brought along some pictures, so I'll skip the end of it because, as you said, the proof is in the pudding. I didn't bring the pudding like Sasha Bruce did, but if you have my speech and flip to the back, there's my testimony. There's a couple of pictures of our kids in action doing some